This is Corey, your technical support at Lucas-Nuelle here in the USA. I've had some requests for some support videos on the older style ASEL3 trainer, the CarTrain. I have a video that I recorded that is on my YouTube as well for setup and features. This one is going to go into the important slides on that LabSoft course. The course has a ton of information, and I want to provide some sort of starting point. So say if you're an instructor that is taking over a program or starting a new program that involves this trainer, there's a ton of info, and if you've never used Lucas-Nuelle products, they're easy, but you got to know where to look, and this is going to show you exactly where to look to get started. So I am currently in the LabSoft course. I should note too that if you're working with any other Lucas-Nuelle products, that our courseware is very, very thorough on pretty much all of them, that you'll find similar information to get you started with pretty much any of our training systems. All right, so this is the cover page. We're going to start with the equipment slide. So this is going to give you everything that was offered with this product at the time of delivery. This is really helpful, say if you're, changing rooms or starting a new program with a trainer that's been in storage or something like that. This will tell you everything, from the measuring leads to the, all the accessory items that came with this product, so you'll know exactly what you're looking for. Under this first header here, you're going to see some getting started slides. There are a lot of useful tips here on getting the system started, preparing it for use. A lot of these are really good animations that show you exactly what you're looking for. Like here is a good example of one that shows you the overlays on the front of the trainer that help you determine which drive type you're looking at. So going through the other getting started slides, you have getting into ready mode, a little bit about the display on the screen there. You have some information about the fault simulations and how to charge the battery in the system. You've got some info on the measuring instruments that are built in and the software that you use built into LabSoft accordingly. And then some info on setting up a wireless connection if that's something that you need to do. Most people, I think, just use the USB connection on the front of the trainer, but here's info if you want to do it via Wi-Fi. So going to the end of the course now, you have a really helpful section called Repetition, Electrics and Electronics and Automotive. This is really like a fundamental section, so if you have say a student or a group of students that is new to electricity or, just really green in automotive, this is a really good place to start. Now they put this section at the end because this course has a ton of information and it would be a lot for this to be up front. But this is a really good section to go to if you need somebody to just really start with the fundamentals. So some basics on electricity, Ohm's law, all that stuff, wiring diagrams, a little bit on internal combustion engine, just the basics as it pertains to like hybrid electric vehicles specifically. So going to the next, you have two overview slides. The first one is experiments and diagnostic tasks. Now this gives you links to all of the experiments within the course, as well as all the diagnostic tasks which are related to the fault simulation switches on the trainer. This page would be super helpful for instructors so that they know exactly where to find all the experiments without having to parse through all of the slides. There's a ton of information in this course again, so this makes it really easy to find the important stuff. And then you have a listing of the practical task sheets, which these are printable tasks that are more of a practical approach that can even be used on a real vehicle, depending on how your program is set up at your particular institution. So these are all printable. You would basically just open one of these, click the print button up here, and you can print these out for your student to use. So then lastly, last important slide here is going to be this print version. If you're old school and you want a printed copy of this, obviously you're not going to get any of the animations or videos, but this will give you a very long printed copy of the entire course. This is something that a lot of instructors still do, just keep a hard copy, if they're computers giving them trouble or whatnot, this gives you a really good resource to have a hard copy of the course. All right, and that's pretty much an overview of just kind of the places to start. Like I said, there's a ton of info. If you are an instructor or a dealer and you are looking for help on this particular trainer, feel free to reach out to us. There is a contact us page on our website. Feel free to give us an email or a call, and we'd be happy to help. And thanks for watching.